Good afternoon, students. Previous class we started a new chapter, ecosystem. In that class I was explained what is an ecosystem, which are the components of ecosystem, biotic components and abiotic components. Biotic components, they are the producers, consumers, decomposers. Abiotic components, air, water, soil. And climatic factors, temperature, light, wind and humidity. This much we had completed. Today's topic is interactions within biotic components. Biotic components linked each other, or living components, they depend on each other. Animals directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. Plants give shelter to animals. Plants produce oxygen. In this picture itself that you can see, plants and animals, they are living together. Animals during respiration, they are giving out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is used by plants for the process of photosynthesis. Animals cannot utilize solar energy directly. Only green plants can utilize it. Green plants contain chlorophyll that traps solar energy. They use this energy to make their food. All animals, whether herbivore or carnivore, directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. So, food is the primary link between members of the living world or the biotic components of an ecosystem. Living components are linked each other through food chain and food web. Now, what is a food chain? A series of organisms linked each other by the process of eating and being eaten for food. Once again, a series of organisms linked each other through the process of eating and being eaten for food. That is called a food chain. Each step of a food chain is called a trophic level. Here in this picture that you can see, grass eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper eaten by frog, frog eaten by snake, snake eaten by eagle. So this is a food chain. And each step of a food chain is called a trophic level. Producers form the first trophic level. Here producers are green plants or grass. Then producers are eaten by herbivore. Herbivore is the primary consumer. And here it is the grasshopper. And the herbivores are eaten by primary carnivore. Primary carnivore, also called secondary consumer. And here in this food chain, frog is the primary carnivore or frog is the secondary consumer. And frog is eaten by snake. Snake is the secondary carnivore or otherwise called tertiary consumer. And snake is eaten by eagle. The largest carnivore at the end of the food chain. Here eagle is the largest carnivore in this food chain. That is why it is coming under top carnivore or apex predator. So this is a complete food chain. Producer, herbivore, then primary carnivore, secondary carnivore and top carnivore. Many examples are given here. Another food chain. Grass is eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by fox. Second one. Plant eaten by goat. Goat is eaten by man. Phytoplankton. Phytoplanktons are minute microscopic plants in water. And phytoplanktons are eaten by zooplankton. Zooplankton means animal planktons in water, and that is eaten by small fish, and the small fish is eaten by large fish. Then another food chain is that grass eaten by rabbit, rabbit is eaten by fox, fox is eaten by lion. Here in case, grass is the producer. Everywhere green plants are the producers. That is T1. Rabbit primary consumer, T2. And fox secondary consumer, T3. Or top carnivore consumer, lion, T4. Trophic levels. So this is a food chain. And these are the examples for food chain. Food chains, which are really energy chains, always start with a producer, that is the green plants. Only producers are capable of using the energy of the sun to make their food. It is this energy that is shared by other organisms down the food chain. This means that the sun is the source of energy for all food chain. Solar energy is utilized by plants. The plants that is eaten by other animals, then the energy flow from one organism to another. So in this picture, you will see that decomposers use the energy stored in the body of producers and consumers after their death. They also break down fallen leaves and animals' excreta. These decomposers eaten by other organisms and form a part of the food chain. So this is the representation that which shows the source of energy for food chains, and sun is the ultimate source of energy. So solar energy is used by plants and they are the producers. From the producers, the energy transferred towards other organisms, and decomposers are also a part of this energy flow. The picture here that which shows two simple food chains. Two simple food chain. The first one is that grass is eaten by deer, deer is eaten by tiger. The second one is that phytoplanktons and algae that is eaten by small fishes, and small fishes eaten by large fish. Two simple food chains are given here in this picture. In reality, however, energy does not always flow through such a simple food chain. This is because one organism does not usually eat only one kind of organism, nor is one organism eaten by only one other organism. Means one organism is eaten by many other organisms. Example, a snake does not eat only frogs. It may eat insects, small birds and small mammals. Snakes are eaten not only by eagle, but hawks, peacock and owl as well. Here in case of this simple food chain, plants are eaten by small fish. Small fishes are eaten by large fish. The small fishes are eaten by human beings also, crane also. Like that way, one organism may be a part of many food chain. This leads to the food chains getting connected and forming a network of food chains that is called food web. Here in this picture, a food web, that is a network of linked food chains. That is several food chains of a region interconnected to form a food web. In a food web, each organism can be eaten by two or many other organisms. This organism can also be eaten by several other organisms. Thus, a food web gives stability to an ecosystem. And here you can see here in this picture, green plants are eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by lizard. And green plants eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by hawk. At the same time, lizard is eaten by hawk, snake is eaten by hawk. So more than one type of food chain is in this food web. The importance of food web is that it gives alternative food to organisms. It ensures better chance of survival to organism in case of scarcity of food. It gives more stability to an ecosystem than a food chain. This is another representation of a food chain. Plants are eaten by many other organisms, and that herbivores, they are eaten by primary carnivores. Primary carnivores are eaten by secondary carnivores. Even producers, they are eaten by top carnivore. Like this way, many food chains, they are connected each other, forming a network that is called a food web. The number of organisms in a food chain can be represented graphically in a pyramid. And each bar represents the number of living organisms at each trophic level in the food chain. At the base of the pyramid are the producers. And then herbivores, carnivores. Like that way that we can arrange all the organisms in a food chain in a pyramidal form. That is called ecological pyramids. So this is the representation of trophic levels in a food chain. A pyramid of number, that is the representation of the number of organisms at different trophic levels. The number of organisms generally decreased at each level of the pyramid. Producers are always at the base. And here in this trophic levels, the producer form the lowest level of the pyramid. The producers in this case, they are grass or plants, outnumber the consumers in the food chain. Hence, they are depicted as the broadest part of the pyramid. Consumers at each level must eat a large amount of food to obtain enough energy. This is why the number of organisms at each trophic level is more than the number of organisms at the next level. That is why when we go higher up in this trophic levels, that we can see the number of organisms are reducing. Herbivore, then carnivore, then top carnivore. And then the trophic levels, that number is also given. Green plants, they are in the trophic level 1, herbivore trophic level 2, carnivore trophic level 3, and top carnivore trophic level 4. So this way, this type of an arrangement of organisms in a food chain in a pyramidal form, that is called ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramids are of different types. They are pyramid of numbers, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy. All these in detailed way that you will study it in higher classes. Today we conclude this topic with these ecological pyramids. Once again, from the beginning, that starting point, it was food chain. A series of organisms linked with each other by the process of eating and being eaten for food. And food chain, many examples it was given. And after that, food web. Food web, many food chains, they are interlinked each other, that is food web. Examples also given. Energy flow in an ecosystem. And the last point, it was ecological pyramid. And next class, we will continue the same chapter, ecosystem, with another topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.